My paternal grandmother always pretended to be senile. When my younger brother, Leo, had his university entrance exam, she acted so senile that she threw his admission ticket into the toilet, making him lose a year of studies. When I ran for the position of deputy director, she again feigned senility, telling outsiders that I often vomited in the middle of the night, which made the company mistakenly believe I was pregnant out of wedlock and removed me from the candidate list. My parents couldn't bear it anymore and decided to send her back to our hometown. Before leaving, she lovingly made a bowl of fish soup for the whole family. After we finished eating, she slapped her head as if suddenly remembering. "Oh dear, I didn't bring any money with me today. Where did this fish come from, I wonder?" Just then, a neighbor's shout echoed from the yard. "Who took my pufferfish? You can't eat that fish. It's poisonous." And just like that, my entire family died from poisoning. Only my grandmother survived, thriving, even bringing her illegitimate son, Tiger, and his fellow villagers to live with her and enjoy our fortunes. Opening my eyes again, I found myself back on the very day she was preparing to move into our house. "She's here, open the door quickly." Grandma Lily's booming knocks at the door startled all four of us inside. My younger brother, Leo, terrified, clutched Dad's arm, begging him not to let her in. My mom, recovering from the shock, stormed into the kitchen, grabbing a knife and yelling at Dad, "If you dare let your mother live here, I'll divorce you." This time, Dad didn't defend her as he used to. He said seriously, "Don't worry, I'll send her away immediately." Seeing this, I understood. Our whole family had been reborn. In our previous life, she used Leo's university exam as an excuse to come and take care of us. Though she was notoriously shrewd and cunning back then, she pretended to be senile. In the middle of winter, she switched the air conditioner in Leo's room from heating to cooling, causing him to suffer a persistent high fever that led to pneumonia. My mom was furious, but Grandma Lily claimed it was out of concern that he would get sick from using the AC too much, and being old, she'd simply pressed the wrong button by mistake. Dad, despite his concern for his son, couldn't bring himself to scold her when he saw her feigned bewilderment. She remained quiet for a while after that, until just before the university entrance exam, when my mom had carefully checked his admission ticket and pencil case. Unexpectedly, she took advantage of everyone being asleep, secretly took his admission ticket, and threw it into the toilet. She even made excuses. "I was afraid he'd forget to bring it, so I sewed it into his shirt. But then I forgot I'd sewn it and accidentally washed it away." As a result, Leo missed his exam and suffered from severe depression for a long time. After harming Leo, she targeted me. Knowing I was applying for a management position, she used the excuse of bringing food to the office, then deliberately feigned innocence, asking my female colleagues, "My daughter often vomits in the middle of the night. Is something wrong?" Rumors of my unmarried pregnancy spread like wildfire. Before I could even get a medical checkup to clear my name, I was removed from the list of candidates. After my misfortune, it was my mom's turn to be harmed. My mom's dance troupe had reached the provincial finals for the first time. To make sure she arrived on time, Mom set several alarms. Unexpectedly, Grandma Lily secretly took Mom's phone and turned off all the alarms. By the time Mom woke up, everyone in the dance troupe had already posted celebratory photos of their victory online. As for my mom, who was absent and couldn't be reached, she only received a notice that she was forced to leave the team. It was only then that Dad realized the seriousness of the situation and wanted to send her away. But our family was again poisoned to death by that wicked Grandma Lily with stolen pufferfish soup. After calming down, I stopped Dad, who was about to go outside. This time, if we don't let her in with her stubborn nature, she definitely won't let it go. Outsiders value filial piety, and she's a woman over 50 who lost her husband, lived alone in the countryside for years, and hasn't done anything outrageous yet. If we don't accept her, our family's reputation will surely be ruined by her. Leo is in the final stretch for his university exams. We can't let outside gossip affect him. My mom was so angry she kept waving the knife. "That old hag is truly evil. If we absolutely have to let her stay, I'll risk my life to kill her. Even if I die, I'll protect you and the kids." "But it's not worth trading a life for an old woman's," I countered. "We already know her intentions this time and all her tricks. It's better to let her in and play it by ear. Let her reveal her true colors herself." After our family discussed it, we opened the door and welcomed her in. Grandma Lily, who had just finished complaining to the neighbors, froze in place. I smiled, stepped forward, and picked up her luggage. The house is a bit messy. Mom took a while to clean up, but we're certainly not unwelcoming, Grandma. To welcome you, Mom even specially made your favorite braised pork. My mom, wearing an apron, proudly showed off the glistening braised pork to the neighbors. It looked delicious just by looking at it. All the neighbors praised my mom's filial piety. Leo's grandma is really lucky. His mom is known for her amazing cooking. Grandma Lily pouted, clearly displeased. They know I hate braised pork, yet they made it. They obviously don't want me here. Dad immediately interjected. Mom, you're talking nonsense again. Whenever there was a feast in the village, you always made sure to get braised pork and pork belly, eating half a bowl without stopping. She's been poor for so long that she's too frugal to eat meat and even picks up trash everywhere, making people think our family abuses her. After Dad explained, the neighbors nodded in understanding. Like that queen next door, with multiple cars, yet she still picks up leftover food from others to make porridge. Leo's grandma, eating meat now is no longer expensive at all. Your children and grandchildren are all filial. You are truly blessed. After saying that, the neighbors returned to their homes one by one. Grandma Lily, seeing that she couldn't successfully cause a scene, was furious and resentful. As soon as she entered the house, she pretended to be kind, patting Leo's head and demanding to share his room that night. The university exam is so important. If I sleep with him, he won't kick off his blanket and catch a cold. If he gets hungry, I'll even cook noodles for him. Oh, please. If she slept with him, he'd probably suffer more. I quickly stepped in. My brother's room has a heater, so he won't get cold, Grandma. You haven't been here in a long time. I miss you so much. Don't just miss Leo, Grandma. I insisted on sleeping with her. She found it hard to refuse, so she agreed. Before sleeping, she even sat up and asked how to use the heater's remote control. Remembering the lesson from our previous life, I deliberately taught her the wrong settings for heating and cooling. In the middle of the night, she stealthily got up and crept into Leo's room. Leo, don't blame Grandma. Your fate clashes with Tiger's. If you pass your university exam smoothly, Tiger won't have good luck in his studies. It's also because your mother gave birth at the wrong time. Tiger was her illegitimate son with the village blacksmith, Blacksmith John, born when she was 40. To fool everyone, Blacksmith John claimed he found Tiger abandoned in the mountains. Initially, everyone believed it, but as he grew older, he became the spitting image of Blacksmith John. The whole village eventually realized he was the blacksmith's son with someone else's wife. But no one ever suspected he was my grandma's son. If it weren't for our whole family being poisoned to death in our previous life, our souls trapped in the house, and witnessing Grandma, Blacksmith John, and Tiger living lavishly, I would never have figured it out. That blacksmith was secretly involved with a woman more than 20 years his senior. And Tiger, who was the same age as my younger brother, was my father's half-brother, sharing the same mother but a different father. I was lost in my memories and didn't notice Grandma Lily turning back. She suddenly saw me, gasped, stumbled backward, and shrieked, "A ghost!" I seized the opportunity, shone a flashlight on her face, and walked aimlessly around the living room. My parents heard the commotion and rushed out. Catching my eye signal, they pretended to be kind and reminded her. "Mom, I forgot to tell you that Vivian sleepwalks. Don't wander around at night." Today she only has a flashlight, but if she grabs a kitchen knife, it wouldn't be good. Grandma Lily clutched her aching ankle and whispered, "Vivian never did that before. You people are definitely trying to kick me out. You're doing this on purpose." Clearly, Grandma Lily didn't believe our act. To make the performance more convincing, the next day I did something big. Again, in the middle of the night, Grandma Lily turned off the alarm, yawned, and crawled out of bed. This remote must be broken. I clearly pressed the cooling mode last night, yet Leo is perfectly fine. If it doesn't work today, I'll try another but. With that, she leaned on her cane, intending to sneak off with the remote control to cause more trouble. I immediately threw off my blanket, eyes vacant, walked into the kitchen, grabbed a kitchen knife, and started searching for meat everywhere. Grandma Lily glanced at me suspiciously but continued to creep towards Leo's room. The moment her hand touched the doorknob, I swiftly lunged with the knife towards her. Grandma Lily shrieked, "Vivian, you little beast, are you trying to kill me?" I said nothing, my face expressionless, pulled the knife from the door, and continued to strike at her as she lay on the floor. In pain, she rolled to the side, screaming my parents' names. My parents opened the door, irritable. "Mom, we told you not to wander around at night. Vivian sleepwalks and can't control herself. If you don't want to get hurt, go back to your room now." "I refuse. Can't I even go to the bathroom in the middle of the night?" Dad said coldly. "A sleepwalker doesn't care what you're doing. If you want to die, go ahead and try." Seeing me still holding the knife, Grandma Lily finally got scared and crawled back to her room to make the act seem real. For a full week, I woke up punctually, loudly chopping meat in the kitchen, and only then did Grandma Lily abandon her intention of turning on the cold air conditioner at night. When my life returned to normal, Dad assigned me the task of picking up Leo from school. But that day, I waited and waited, and he didn't come out of class. When I got to his classroom, I found him slumped motionless on his desk. Alarmed, I ran to him, called his name, and splashed cold water on his face. Finally, he groggily woke up. "Leo, you didn't wake up in the middle of the night to study, did you?" He shook his head. "No, I went to sleep at 10:30, really early. But for some reason, I feel sleepy at school and can't focus in class." Hearing that, I immediately became alert and asked him if he had eaten or drunk anything Grandma Lily gave him. Leo thought for a moment, then shook his head. "No, only the breakfast Mom cooked, and a bottle of fresh milk that was already opened." "Already opened?" I noted, then asked my parents privately. Both said no one had opened the milk for him. To confirm my suspicions, I bought hidden mini cameras and installed them in the kitchen and various corners of the house. The next day, I caught the culprit red-handed putting the drug in. My mom watched the video and was furious. That damn old hag, she dared to bring sleeping pills from the countryside and secretly put them in Leo's milk. For that illegitimate son, she'd lost all humanity. Dad also gritted his teeth in righteous anger. Leo was terrified by her continuous schemes. "Maybe we should find some excuse to send her back," he suggested. But she came with a mission. She wouldn't be easily sent away. I told the whole family to pretend not to know about her drugging, then to switch the milk bottles, giving the drugged one to her. From then on, she slept abnormally much, staying in bed for half the day, unable to get up. Although she was suspicious, she still pulled Leo aside and asked, "Leo, you woke up so early? Are you sleepy at school?" He nodded vigorously. "Oh yes, I often feel sleepy in class." He yawned deeply as he spoke, urging Mom to cook quickly so he could go back to sleep. Grandma Lily's eyes crinkled with satisfaction at our family's well-coordinated act. She thought her drugging plan had succeeded. Until a week before the exam, she unexpectedly received a call from Tiger and Blacksmith John. Seeing no one was home, she put it on speakerphone. In the surveillance video, Tiger's voice was clearly heard. "Mom, just making Leo sleepy isn't enough. It's best to make sure he can't take the exam at all." She asked. "So, should I lock Leo in the house?" Tiger said. "No need for such a stupid thing, Mom. Do you know what an admission ticket is? It's a small card with a photo. If you make him lose it, he won't be able to take the exam anymore. If Leo can't take the university entrance exam, I'll have a guaranteed chance to get into school." Tiger sounded resentful. "The whole village laughed at me. You don't have a mother who cares. They said studying is useless, better to learn blacksmithing with Dad. I just hope to pass this time to save face and make you and Dad proud. My older brother is doing well, even bought a house in the city. I just hope you don't look down on me." Tiger from Zengxi had never truly felt his mother's love. Grandma Lily openly favored him, even promising him, "You are the one I love the most. Everything your older brother works so hard to build will surely be yours later." She had long calculated everything, wanting Tiger to inherit all of our family's assets, which is why she cruelly killed all 4 of us in our previous life. To prevent the tragedy from repeating, when the university admission tickets were issued, I asked a friend to make a photocopy and gave the copy to Leo. My parents held the fake copy at home, carefully instructing Leo to keep it safe. Grandma Lily, thinking it was real, threw that fake copy into the toilet. When Leo found out the truth, he burst into tears, packed his bags, and stormed out of the house. Meanwhile, Grandma Lily in her room was crying and trying to defend herself. "I only meant well, but I'm old and a bit forgetful sometimes. Besides, the university exam isn't just once. Leo can retake it next year. This child has been spoiled by his mother. He's hot-tempered and not close to me." But little did she know, while she was sitting there spewing nonsense, Leo was already in the hotel I had reserved. The next morning, Leo, along with thousands of other candidates, entered the examination hall. 3 days of exams would validate 3 years of effort. After the exam, Leo, still angry, was picked up by Mom. Grandma Lily, offering sweet soup, tried to entice him. Studying a lot doesn't guarantee a future. Now, many university graduates are unemployed. It'd be better for Leo to work as a factory worker, tightening screws, to help the family instead. And she added, Tiger from the village also just finished his university exam and wants to come to the city to see the world. Before, I lived alone in the village, and his father and he took care of me. Now that they're coming here with no place to stay, where else would they live but our house? You kids shouldn't say harsh words. Leo couldn't hold back. With Tiger's brain, he shouldn't dream of getting into university. Grandma, you should advise him to go work as a factory worker, tightening screws. Grandma Lily's face immediately changed, and she angrily slammed her bowl onto the table. What kind of parenting is this, daring to talk back to elders? If it were me, I would have slapped him to teach him manners. Dad merely glanced at her. Leo isn't wrong. I heard from the village teacher that Tiger always came last in class. Taking the university exam would just be a waste of effort. Grandma Lily, enraged, blurted out, Tiger will definitely be the only university student from our village this year. I chuckled at her unreasonable defense of him. With her reaction, outsiders who don't know would think Tiger is her real grandson. Vivian, you're an ill-mannered child, spoiled by your mother. She cursed me directly, so angry that she skipped dinner that night. The next day, Tiger and blacksmith John actually arrived. Grandma Lily immediately arranged for them to stay in Leo's room. Seeing Tiger only brought a backpack, she forced Leo to give up his clothes. Tiger, without hesitation, immediately tore down the idol autograph poster Leo had collected. Leo angrily threw all their belongings outside, chasing them out of the house. Grandma Lily, tears welling in her eyes, rolled onto the middle of the hallway and wailed, "Oh, Lord, I'm suffering so much. My unfilial son lives lavishly in the city, abandoning me to loneliness in the countryside. If it weren't for blacksmith John and his son's kindness, I would have died long ago. Now my grandson is even finding excuses to kick me out. Everyone hates old people like me. I might as well hang myself and die." She pulled a rope from a thick closet, threw it around her neck, causing a commotion in the entire neighborhood. Hearing the noise, neighbors rushed out to watch. Seeing her about to commit suicide, everyone ran to stop her. It's just relatives staying for a few days. Does she need to make such a fuss? She's old, she should enjoy her golden years. Put down the rope so your children and grandchildren can take care of you. Leo quickly apologized to Grandma. It's just about a pair of shoes. Leo was about to retort, but I quickly gave him a look to stop him. There were gossipy women living across the street, as well as my parents' colleagues. My mom's dance troupe friends also lived nearby. If Leo openly argued with Grandma Lily over a pair of shoes, and my parents didn't intervene, I was sure rumors of unruly children would spread throughout the neighborhood, affecting his school and my parents' jobs. I smiled and helped Grandma Lily up, explaining that Leo was just an impulsive child who would calm down after getting angry. I also promised that throughout the summer vacation, I wouldn't let Tiger and blacksmith John leave the house. Only then did Grandma Lily stop causing a scene. That evening, Mom worried. "Vivian, are we really letting those people stay? I'm just afraid their greed is bottomless, and their malicious intentions will never cease." I knew those three would never be satisfied, but if we kept them right in front of our eyes, at least we could monitor them. If we sent them away, who knew what tricks they'd pull behind our backs? Since Tiger and blacksmith John moved in, they treated our house as their own, not closing the bathroom door, running around in just their shorts, not bothering to knock, just entering room after room. Sometimes they'd pick out clothes, other times they'd secretly take small change or jewelry. Until one day, I came home from work and saw Tiger holding a document, smiling as he looked at me. "Vivian, are you applying for deputy director at your company?" In his hand was the application form I had casually put into my bag the day before. He had intended to rummage through my wallet for money, having run out of funds for online games, but found no cash and instead discovered those documents. In my previous life, Grandma Lily somehow heard about my application and came up with all sorts of malicious schemes that got me removed from the list. I was certain Tiger and blacksmith John were behind that incident. Since that was the case, I decided to fight fire with fire. I feigned indifference, brushed past him to get water from the fridge, and explained, "No, that's just a company announcement. I've only been working a few years, I'm not qualified enough yet." Tiger didn't believe me. "If you're not applying, why are you holding the documents? Who are you trying to fool?" I shot him an impatient glance. "Someone else gave me the papers. What does it have to do with you? Mind your own business." Grandma Lily, seeing me scold Tiger, immediately intervened. "Vivian, what kind of talk is that? Tiger was just asking out of concern for you. If you're not grateful, fine, but why are you being so rude to him? Apologize to him now." She pulled me, forcing me to apologize. I slapped Tiger directly across the face. "You've only finished high school, haven't even gotten into university. What right do you have to meddle in my work? Summer's over, so pack your bags and go back where you came from." I turned away disdainfully, not missing the hateful glare in his eyes. Later, when my family went out for a walk, the security camera recorded the three of them starting to scheme again. "That Vivian is so arrogant in front of me. By status, she should call me uncle. Tomorrow, Mom, go investigate if she's really applying for the position. If she is, I won't let her succeed, and I'll even make her lose her job." Tiger didn't want Grandma Lily to get involved, but she said, "If Vivian loses her job, she'll eat and drink at home and spend all your money." "That won't do." Tiger and Blacksmith John exchanged wicked glances and smiled. "She despises us, so let's sell her to the mountain region, marry her off to the ugliest, poorest old man so she can be tortured day and night. To death." Grandma Lily even clapped in approval on the video. "That slut Vivian deserves to be sold off. The money will even help Tiger get a wife later." Hearing this, my parents were furious and cursed them as beasts. Leo asked me what we should do. I told everyone to cooperate in acting out a play. The next day, I deliberately looked troubled when I came home. Dad was away on a trip, not at home. Mom, seeing me like that, pulled me into a room to talk. As soon as the door closed, Tiger, Blacksmith John, and Grandma Lily immediately pressed their ears against it to eavesdrop. I deliberately spoke loudly. "This time, many people are applying for deputy director. I'm only worried about Hugh, who's known for sucking up to leaders and playing dirty tricks on me." My mom also chimed in loudly. "You should also humble yourself a bit and flatter your boss. Once you become deputy director, Hugh will turn around and flatter you instead." We talked about all sorts of company matters. Outside, Tiger listened very attentively. The moment I was about to leave, he immediately pulled Grandma Lily and Blacksmith John away. On the third day, when I arrived at the company, I saw Tiger and Blacksmith John secretly following me. Just as I encountered Hugh in the lobby, I deliberately called out loudly, "Hugh!" He shot me a disgusted look. "I'm not deaf. Why are you yelling?" Hugh was the colleague I hated most. He exploited his senior status to suppress me in every way. From dumping all the sorting tasks on me, making me buy things without paying, to deliberately framing me, it was he who, in our previous life, heard rumors from female colleagues and used fake evidence to accuse me to management, causing me to lose my promotion opportunity and get fired. This time, it was my turn to retaliate against Hugh and Tiger. Tiger, having confirmed Hugh's identity, sought him out after lunch. I saw him and Blacksmith John pull Hugh into a corner, whispering conspiratorially for a long time. The three of them left looking gleeful. As soon as Tiger returned to my house, Grandma Lily impatiently asked, "Well, is the negotiation over?" Blacksmith John gleefully rubbed his hands, eager to speak first. "As long as we cooperate, Hugh will ensure Vivian's candidacy is disqualified beforehand. He promised to give us 10,000 yuan up front and another 20,000 after it's successful." Grandma Lily's eyes lit up. "That much? So, how are you going to do it?" Tiger immediately laid out the plan. He wanted Grandma Lily to do the same thing as in our previous life, use the excuse of bringing food to my company, then deliberately tell my female colleagues, "Vivian has been nauseous and vomiting a lot lately." Once the rumors spread throughout the company, Hugh would provide photoshopped images, accusing me of having a chaotic personal life and being pregnant out of wedlock. If he hadn't happened to be a reporter in the know, the company would surely have gone to the press already. After hearing this, I immediately thought of a counter-strategy. As soon as Grandma Lily brought the food, she deliberately called my name loudly at the reception desk. When I came to greet her, she deliberately acted warm and concerned. "Vivian, have you been having stomach pain lately? Remember to eat lots of porridge, okay?" A close colleague joked. "People with stomach pain shouldn't eat porridge, Grandma. It makes it worse." Grandma Lily forced a smile. "Really? In my village, we always cook porridge." "I don't know about these things." I quickly exposed her. "You even remember the good food for strangers like Tiger, but for your own granddaughter, you remember incorrectly." She coughed, quickly trying to cover it up. "Old people are a bit forgetful, you know." I glanced at my colleague, and we both understood implicitly. After we left, Grandma Lily pulled the receptionist aside, feigning ignorance, and asked, "Do you know, Vivian has been secretly vomiting a lot lately. I don't know what illness she has. I want to take her to a doctor, but she refuses. The gossipy girl immediately spread the story in the restroom. The rumors spread very quickly. People started asking me if I was pregnant. I shook my head, but people said Hugh had already gone into the boss's office to report. Indeed, immediately after, the boss came to my desk. My colleagues clacked away on their keyboards, but all leaned in, eager to eavesdrop. I bet each one was hanging on every word. The boss said, "Vivian, Hugh accuses you of living an improper life. How do you explain this?" He held up the photos. Colleagues gasped, secretly giving a thumbs up. What a wild life. I looked at the photos, me and a few handsome male models in a bed together. I couldn't help but lick my lips, then reported to the boss. "Boss, I'm 26 years old, have never had a boyfriend, and am still a virgin. Hugh is slandering me with just a few Photoshop pictures. I just want to ask where he got the photos of those cute puppies. They're totally my aesthetic." The entire office burst into laughter. Hugh's face turned beet red. "Vivian, this is a workplace, mind your words," he said seriously. "I didn't make these photos. Another reporter sent them to me. I even confirmed with your family members that you are indeed pregnant. Are you saying your grandma lied? An out-of-wedlock pregnancy is not a good thing." "Boss, how should we handle this case?" Hugh asked, looking triumphant. I immediately cut him off. "I have my latest ultrasound results. I'm not pregnant at all." Hugh didn't believe it. "Who knows if you know a doctor who'd forge documents? Someone like you who wants that position would do anything. After getting the position, you'll claim pregnancy, relying on the policy that pregnant women cannot be fired." Seeing his shamelessness, I suggested calling a witness. Hugh scoffed. "I advise you not to struggle in vain. You'll only embarrass yourself." The boss gestured, "Call the witness." When I called someone down, as soon as Hugh saw that person, his face turned pale. "Chairman, why are you here?" My boss was also surprised. "Why is the chairman here?" Hugh quickly flattered. "Surely the rumors of Vivian's unmarried pregnancy have reached your ears, Chairman. Such an employee should be fired." The chairman smiled faintly and nodded. "Indeed, the company cannot keep someone who damages its image." Hugh immediately called security to escort Vivian out. As the security guard approached me, the chairman said, "The destructive element I'm referring to is not Vivian, but him." The chairman pointed directly at Hugh. Hugh was so scared that sweat beaded on his forehead. "Chairman, surely you're mistaken. I've been dedicated to this company for years. On the contrary, Vivian's work is erratic, and now she's caused such a scandal." Hugh presented the photos to the chairman, but the chairman didn't even look, tossing them straight into the trash. "Vivian's ultrasound results can be verified as real because I was present that day." After learning about Tiger's plan, I seized the opportunity while on a business trip with the chairman. I deliberately fainted after work. I actually had appendicitis. The doctor had advised me to sleep early, but due to my busy work schedule, I hadn't dared to ask for time off. After I fainted, the chairman immediately had his driver take me to the hospital. An abdominal examination confirmed I had appendicitis, and I underwent immediate surgery. The diagnostic results showed no signs of pregnancy. Vivian, for the sake of her work, endured the pain of appendicitis and continued working. As for you, to contend for the deputy director position, you fabricated rumors and created obscene images to harm her. If we don't fire you, who should we fire? The chairman ordered the leadership to immediately issue a termination notice for Hugh. Even if he knelt and begged, the outcome remained unchanged. Clutching the box of documents that the security guard had thrown out, Hugh angrily came to my house. Tiger opened the door, and as soon as he saw Hugh, he extended his hand, demanding the rest of the money. Hugh furiously threw the entire box of documents at his face. "Damn it, you still have the nerve to ask for money? Didn't you say Vivian was pregnant and drag me into harming her? Now I've lost my job, whose fault is that?" Tiger nonchalantly replied, "If Vivian was vomiting in the middle of the night, she was definitely pregnant. If it's wrong, it's not my fault. You just weren't strong enough to deal with her." Hugh didn't argue further. He demanded Tiger return the 10,000 yuan deposit and compensate him for his lost job. Grandma Lily immediately jumped in to defend Tiger. "What deposit? We never received any money from you. If you keep making a scene here, I'll call someone." "I have proof of the transfer here. If you don't pay, I'll call the police." "Who knows if that proof is real or fake? Go ahead and call them if you like," Grandma Lily aggressively retorted. Hugh's face turned crimson with rage. Taking advantage of the chaos, Tiger pushed Grandma Lily, making her fall towards Hugh. She then pretended to be pushed, tumbling to the ground. Blacksmith John immediately yelled, "Come quickly, There's a thug beating an old woman. Hearing the commotion, neighbors opened their doors and rushed out to help. Before Hugh could explain, Tiger blamed everything on him. This scoundrel lost the selection process and then came home to beat an old woman and even slandered us, claiming we took bribes. Neighbor Uncle Wang unceremoniously pushed Hugh against a thick cabinet, telling him not to move. A grown man in his 30s daring to lay hands on an elder? Wait till the police get here to deal with you. Hearing police, Tiger immediately intervened. Vivian is applying for a position. If the police get involved, it'll be a big problem. He injured Grandma, so just let him pay all her medical expenses. Hugh was threatened by Blacksmith John. You just got fired, and now you'll add assaulting an elder to your record. If you get a criminal record, who will hire you later? Hugh finally shut up. Just as those three thought they could extort more money, I suddenly stepped out. This matter cannot be easily overlooked. Blacksmith John feigned kindness, advising me, Vivian, it's good to be merciful. He's already lost his job, that's punishment enough. It's not worth cornering him. But he misunderstood my intention. Hugh losing his job wasn't actually because of me, but because of Tiger and Grandma Lily themselves. They were the ones who tricked him into believing I was pregnant, enticing him to harm me so I would lose my job, who knew I would turn the tables on them. Hearing this, all the neighbors gasped in astonishment. Grandma Lily again lay on the ground, wailing. Vivian, I know you don't like me, but you can't slander me like this. Clearly, you provoked hostility, and that's why people came to cause trouble. I only got hurt because I was trying to protect your reputation. To say such things is just heartless. She thought I had no evidence and kept fabricating stories. I immediately pulled out the photos I had secretly taken and also asked Hugh to extract his chat logs and transfer history with Tiger. Grandma, for those two outsiders, you dared to falsely accuse your own granddaughter of living a wild life and having an illegitimate pregnancy just to get me fired? You truly have a venomous heart. At first, the neighbors sided with Grandma Lily and advised me, but when they saw the evidence, everyone turned to look at her, and at Tiger and Blacksmith John with disgusted looks. Leo's grandma, you truly can't tell right from wrong anymore. If Vivian was chosen as deputy director, how much would her salary increase each year? You harmed your own granddaughter for outsiders, and you too are truly shameless. Their family was kind enough to host you in the city, and you maliciously harmed Vivian, making her lose her job. You're truly ungrateful wretches. Looking at how Grandma openly defends outsiders like that, there must be some shady relationship going on, right? Hearing everyone's gossip, Tiger flew into a rage and was about to lash out, but it was just the two of them. They couldn't stand against the crowd. Grandma Lily, seeing her illegitimate son and former lover losing ground, immediately got up. Just then, the police arrived. We were all invited to the station. Initially, Tiger, Blacksmith John, and Grandma Lily still tried to fabricate stories in front of the police. Until the surveillance video and Hugh's evidence were presented, the police stated that Tiger showed signs of fraud. Grandma Lily and Blacksmith John couldn't sit still anymore, kneeling and begging the police. The police asked Hugh what charges he wanted to press. He demanded the return of the deposit and compensation for lost wages, a total of 40,000 yuan. Grandma Lily wailed, I'm just an old woman, my husband is just a blacksmith, how could we have that much money? The police ordered Tiger to return the deposit first. He would only be released after the rest was paid. Grandma Lily immediately urged Tiger to pay, but he nonchalantly said, the money's all gone. I spent it on online games. Blacksmith John angrily wanted to hit him, but Grandma Lily, out of concern for her son, stopped him. Wait, if we don't have the money, I'll go borrow it from my son. I sneered. You conspired with outsiders to do such despicable things. How can you still have the face to borrow money from my father? I've said it, all three of you must get out of my house. Grandma Lily stood up, glaring at me. You unfilial granddaughter, I raised your father to this age. How dare he not give me money? I'll go to his workplace and cause a scene. I can go to your mother's workplace and stir up trouble too. I raised my phone and smirked coldly. Go ahead and try. I'll expose everything you've done and let the world judge who's right and who's wrong. Your shady relationship with Blacksmith John. If that news reaches the village, what do you think the villagers will say? Haven't people long suspected you're Tiger's real mother? Grandma Lily choked, unable to speak. Blacksmith John quickly intervened. Sister Lily, you've helped us so much already. Let us handle the money issue. Don't let it damage your family relationships. Tiger was detained. Blacksmith John went home to pack his belongings, then left. Dad suggested taking Grandma Lily to the bus station tomorrow to send her back to her hometown, but she adamantly refused. At that moment, I understood she was worried about Tiger, who was still at the station. I secretly attached a GPS tracker and a listening device to her luggage. After she took a taxi, she immediately rushed to meet Blacksmith John. As soon as they met, Blacksmith John lamented his poverty. "Sister Lily, you can't abandon Tiger. He's your son too. If he doesn't have money and gets a criminal record, his university dreams are over." Grandma Lily feigned asking, "Has the teacher announced the results yet? How many points did Tiger score?" Blacksmith John lied. "It's acceptable, he might get into a second-tier school. But with all this trouble now, who knows if Tiger can even get in?" Hearing this, Grandma Lily happily consoled him. "Don't worry. The Lai family is full of ungrateful, treacherous wretches. In another week, I'll pretend to be sick, force them to take me back, and then find a way to kill their whole family. The money will come to us naturally." Blacksmith John joyfully hugged her tightly. I felt nauseous listening to the recorded audio, knowing their malicious plot. I couldn't sit idly by. I hired a professional, charming woman to live in the apartment opposite Blacksmith John's rental. She often dressed provocatively, accidentally encountering Blacksmith John. In the village, he only saw crude women. Now, encountering a beautiful and charming one, Blacksmith John was instantly captivated. I even created a hero saves the beauty scenario. When Blacksmith John chased away a troublemaker, the woman immediately rushed into his arms. The woman also told him a secret. My previous man was a fraudster, and he left me a large sum of money. "Blacksmith John, if you treat me well and sincerely, I'll share half of that money with you." Blacksmith John struggled to suppress his excitement and quickly asked how much money it was. The woman took out a photocopy of a savings book that I had helped her forge earlier. She flashed it past him, revealing several million. Blacksmith John knew that Tiger was saved, and the two of them were about to live their dream life, so what reason did he have to refuse? The woman then said, "Is that old woman living with your mother or a relative? She keeps looking at me with such disgust. It's best if you get rid of her soon. If I'm not happy, I might just find someone else." An old woman, relying on her son. A young, rich, independent woman. Blacksmith John wasn't stupid. He knew who to choose and who to abandon. As soon as he returned from the woman's place, he ordered my grandma to pack her things and leave. Grandma Lily, her eyes red, furiously cursed, "You heartless ingrate. Have you conspired with that vixen? I knew that girl was no good, always wearing revealing clothes to show off her body. I'll tear her face off to vent my anger." Blacksmith John covered her mouth, standing beside the woman. "Don't blame others. I've been sick of you for a long time. Look at yourself. Wrinkled skin, reeking of old age. Everyone on the street thinks you're my mother, Tiger's grandma." Grandma Lily was so angry she bit his hand hard. "Before, you used to praise me, saying I was mature and charming. I hid it from everyone and gave birth to your son to carry on your line. Now you're calling me old and planning to dump me?" Blacksmith John, furious, pointed directly at her. "Get out now, don't make me turn nasty." But Grandma Lily wasn't scared. Instead, she revealed a shocking secret. "Blacksmith John, years ago you poisoned and killed my husband. I have all the evidence in my hand. If you dare to abandon me and my son for that woman, I'll report you for murder." Blacksmith John never expected Grandma Lily to still have the evidence. He was so angry he trembled. "Why would I poison him? You were the one who said he suspected our relationship and told me to make him disappear." Hearing this, Dad almost collapsed, gritting his teeth and cursing the wicked Grandma Lily. "I suspected it. Grandpa was still healthy, then he suddenly died of a stroke with no clear cause, so it was you adulterous scoundrels who caused it. I'll call the police and have you all locked up." Dad wanted to get justice for Grandpa, but the recording alone wasn't enough to secure a conviction. Hasty actions would only allow them to erase their tracks. That would ruin everything. I immediately contacted the woman, gave her a sum of money, and told her to continue applying pressure. If Blacksmith John didn't kick Grandma Lily out within 2 days, she would leave him. He desperately wanted to abandon Grandma Lily and run off with the new woman, but Grandma Lily held evidence of murder, so he didn't dare make a move. With only 1 day left before the deadline, our whole family listened intently through the bugging device. We hoped they would have a big argument so we could seize the opportunity to expose them. Unexpectedly, Grandma Lily changed tactics, beginning to test Blacksmith John's loyalty. "Are you with her just for her looks? Or for her money? Does she really have a lot of money? Hundreds of thousands or millions? If she's so rich, why don't you think of a way to make her money yours? Then you can do anything you want, just like how we once killed that old man." Grandma Lily's enticing words clearly swayed Blacksmith John. That night, we watched him go to the black market to buy medicine, then carry fruit to the woman's room. Fearing murder, I immediately texted a warning to her and called the police. When the police broke down the door, they found Blacksmith John forcing the girl to eat fruit. Tests revealed a long-term harmful substance. Knowing he couldn't deny it, he immediately dragged Grandma Lily down with him. I also sent the recorded audio from the listening device to the police, accusing them not only of attempted murder, but also of past murder. Grandma Lily, terrified, cried and screamed at the police. "Blacksmith John is not human. He raped me and forced me to bear his child. Then he suspected my husband was playing tricks on him and used the excuse of bringing food to poison my husband. I was afraid he would kill me too, so I secretly took photos of him administering the poison. The phone containing the photos is hidden in my old house in the countryside." When he heard Grandma Lily blaming him, Blacksmith John immediately panicked. "You're a shameless liar. Didn't you yourself initially say that old man was useless? And you deliberately seduced me so we could be together. What do you mean I raped you? That's all nonsense." Grandma Lily immediately fell to the ground, pointing to the sky and swearing her innocence, challenging Blacksmith John to provide evidence. But Blacksmith John sneered. "You think a photo is enough? The best evidence is our son. He personally saw you begging me to buy poison to kill your old man." She was so horrified she couldn't stand steadily. "No way, you're lying. How could Baldy Tiger betray me?" To investigate the truth, the police sought out Tiger. From Blacksmith John's mouth, Tiger learned that out of jealousy, Grandma Lily had ruined his chance to earn money from the rich old woman, so his expression immediately changed. He stated firmly, "At that time, I saw with my own eyes her kneeling and begging Blacksmith John to buy poison, even threatening to die to force him." Tiger's testimony led to Grandma Lily being convicted as the mastermind of the murder. He thought he had avenged himself on his selfish mother, but I told him that the woman was someone I had paid to hire, not some naive, rich old lady. "Why do you think Grandma Lily refused to leave? Because she was afraid Blacksmith John would abandon you. That's why she wouldn't leave." Tiger was so furious he went insane, screaming that he wouldn't spare me after getting out of prison, but I had already secretly made a deal with Hugh. After receiving the money, Hugh refused to reconcile. Tiger's fraud charges were undeniable. My family also discovered through surveillance cameras that Tiger had not only committed fraud, but also stolen gold, silver, and jewelry from our house to sell. The amount was enough to convict him, so he had to serve at least 5 years in prison. While he was in prison, Leo's university exam scores came out, and he got into his dream school. I also successfully became deputy director. My mom participated in the competition with her dance troupe on time. All of them stood together on the podium to receive the championship award. Everything we had lost in this lifetime was repaid.